Welcome to Gene and Mike to the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. So on a day that sounds like a military command, as
March 4th.
March 4th,
Yes.
would you commend today's crossword?
Whoa, that was an interesting transition.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I worked all day on that.
You did not. So I would commend today's puzzle.
Good.
I thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the theme was funny.
Yes.
So.
And fairly easy to grasp.
Yes.
Although, actually, I don't know if that's really true. When I first saw it, I didn't know what to make of it.
No, but as the puzzle came together, once you got one of them, then you knew exactly what the others were going to be like.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we start with a theme?
Okay. All right. There were a number of theme clues, and they went both horizontally and vertically. So, and they were all common phrases, but the clue was not a description of the common phrase, but it was a listing of things with one or more blanks, like one was missing or two were missing.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to come up with the phrase that that described that missing thing. So, for example, 25 across was Persian, blank, Oriental, Navajo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those are all different kinds of rugs: Persian rug, Oriental rug, Navajo rug. What would you say someone did if they were missing one rug? They cut a rug.
Yes.
Like the phrase for dancing.
Right.
Cut a rug.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that A crossed with 7 down, which was Metro, blank, sports, lifestyle. Okay, this one was a little cryptic to me, but it was skip a beat.
Yes.
Skip a beat. So, you know, in newspapers, they have different beats, like the Metro beat, the sports beat, the lifestyle beat. So one beat was missing, so it was skip a beat.
Mm-hmm.
3 down was Twain. This is where I got it. Twain, blank, Hamill, Wahlberg. Okay, so there's one thing missing, and the only thing those names have in common is the name Mark precedes each one. Mark Twain, Mark Hamill, Mark Wahlberg. So the answer was miss the mark. Miss the mark. And then we had 11 down, red velvet, blank, black forest, angel food, take the cake.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then finally, we had at the bottom of the puzzle, 55 across, violin, blank, cello, blank. So pull some strings.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I thought it was funny.
Those were pretty cute. Although, you know, there's something very meta about 3 down, because all the rest of them, they were really referring to something that had been pulled. But you wouldn't have a list that said Twain, Mark, Hamill, and Wahlberg. Right?
Right. No.
Which means that missed the mark. I think that's why it got in. I think because it had that double reference there.
Well, I guess that could be, yes. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's sort of wheels within wheels stuff. This was by Wayne Bergman, his second. He did one in 2020, and he's back.
Well, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I thought it was a good crossword. I really did find that funny. And cut a rug? I thought that was particularly clever.
Mm-hmm.
I always have trouble with 9 across. Star Wars droid informally, R2.
R2.
I want to spell it TWO.
Oh, no.
Because it's R2D2. When you see it written out, it's a digit 2.
Yes, but R is an R, and it's spelled AR. You don't just put an R for the first one, so you don't have to put a TWO for the 2.
Well, anyway, the W wouldn't work because 12 down, that's making sense to me now, would be Wikisi, as opposed to okay, I see.
Exactly.
So Wikisi wouldn't make any sense.
I don't think so.
Let's see, we had 1 down. dental hygienist tartar.
Tartar.
Not to be confused with tartar sauce, right?
No.
I mean, that's not what dental hygienists are after.
Well, it's spelled differently, too.
Yes. Yep, that's the thing.
I like 29 across. I thought that was a great answer. Insignificant amount. Driblet. Driblet. I don't know that I've ever used that word. Driblet.
I've
heard dribble.
Right.
But not driblet.
It sounds like something out of cooking, like when you're making a turkey.
Giblet.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Part of a poultry, like a goose or a duck or turkey. They have giblet.
I was thinking of droplet initially.
Oh,
but that didn't work. Actually, I had some trouble getting in that
I
area.
put droplet first too.
And you're right. Skip a beat was. I was thinking it was going to have something to do with op-eds.
Oh,
In fact, I had that for a while because I had the E of eds as part of 33 across. That was Wowzers. G.
Yeah.
I love the word wowzers.
Wowzers.
And I plan to use that at least 3 times tomorrow. Wowzers.
People would stare at me if I used the word wowzers.
I think, there's Pirate Day, right? Where everyone's supposed to talk like a pirate.
Yes.
I think they should have Geezers Day, where everyone should talk like it was the 1820s.
Wowzers.
And they could say, what the deuce? And by gum. and every other phrase that comes out of the New York Times crossword.
Did they say that in the 1820s? By gum?
They did. They probably said by gum, and they said, what the deuce? And they probably said wowzers, just repeat. That's like how people said hello. Wowzers.
That sounds more like the 1920s. Wowzers.
Wowzers. Let's see. We had 32 down. I thought was hilarious. Head covering, toilet lid.
Yes. That was unique for sure.
I bet Will read that and said, let's just put in the crossword because of that answer.
Could be.
So what do you have for 36 across? Japan's national sport.
Sumo.
Really?
I knew that.
See, I went for judo.
Oh.
Because it's sort of big. I mean, it originated there.
Judo, yes, is big, but no, sumo.
Yeah, really, when I talk about a sport being big, I don't think it's any bigger than sumo.
Yeah, big in more ways than one.
What would happen if like a sumo... Oh, here's a thought. You could have sumo wrestlers and like the front four of some football team in the U.S. and they could like compete.
I don't think so.
People would pay huge sums to see that.
I don't know.
I wonder how fast... I mean, are sumo wrestlers fairly fast? They look quite large.
I have no idea.
Because, your typical front four, they can move when they have to.
That's right. That's right. But the sumo wrestlers, they're huge. I don't know how much they weigh, but they're really huge. And,
yeah, they could just
even if you got the front line from, some football team or the defensive line, I don't know if they could throw those guys to the ground and stomp on them.
Yeah, it might just be that the sumo wrestlers just roll over
exactly.
the football team. I mean, I'm sure they have to be athletes.
Yes.
It's just a different kind of sport. But
right.
Let's see. We had 46 across. Mini Mart car lot.
Yeah.
That was also awesome. And 52 down. Once again, it's time for Ford to sue the New York Times crossword. Ford flop. EDSEL.
EDSEL.
I think Ford should just own it. I think they should announce a new car this year, the EDSEL EV. They should just say, we're just going to make the best car ever. We're going to give it away for free, and it's going to be called the EDSEL EV. We are tired of EDSEL always being used in a derogatory fashion. It's time to fight back.
It might work. I don't know.
Something tells me that Ford shareholders would not be amused.
I doubt it.
We had 53 across. It was flooring choice for a mudroom. But when I first read it, I read it as flooring choice for a mushroom. And I thought it had something to do with the Smurfs.
Oh, not again.
But then I looked and said, oh, that's mud room, and it was tile.
That's correct, yes.
I guess I don't normally think about mud rooms. I don't believe we have a mud room.
Well, we have sort of a mud room.
Do we have a mud room?
Well,
is there any mud in it?
It's not a room, but that's like where your back entry come in through your back entry.
So it's not a room and it has no mud. I think it's totally mislabeled.
Yeah, it's pretty small for, I guess you couldn't really call it a mudroom. It's more just like a little entry hall.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I think of it as an anteroom, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We had 58 down. That was a woman with a chronological name, Eve.
Eve. Yeah.
That was also just great.
That was an excellent clue. Mm-hmm.
And my favorite clue of all, 59 down, home of the National Museum of Mathematics,
Yep.
NYC.
Yep.
And for the record, I think it's called MAMO.
Oh, really? Like MoMA?
Actually, wait, hang on. Let me get the correct name here. The National Museum of Mathematics is called MoMath. That's it.
MoMath.
MoMath.
Uh-huh. Very good.
And I'm having trouble figuring out what would be in MoMath. Hey kids, welcome to the integration by parts room.
Yeah. Anyone for fractions?
That's right. And today we're going to 10 in the tangent booth. I don't know. I was thinking, their motto could be nothing derivative about this museum.
Right.
So I'm looking at a picture of the at the website, and it looks like the average age of their customers is about 7.
Okay.
So they want to get them early.
Probably no trig yet, but
No trig, that's right.
Or calculus.
And it does say the innovative exhibits will engage visitors of every age from 2 to 102.
Wow, let's go.
Well, I think that's discriminating. What if you're like 103 and it's just like, I'm sorry, ma'am, you can't come in. Or if you're under 2, it's like, what happens if a pregnant woman tries to come in? I'm sorry, ma'am. Your child must be at least 2. But anyway, all right. Well, again, this crossword was by Wayne Bergman.
Yep.
It was terrific.
Yep.
I think Wayne should try and get another one in like next month.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Get to work, Wayne.
Yes, indeed. I'm sure he's hard at it. All right. Let us know, Wayne, if you happen to be listening. Crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com. And for everybody else who's listening, you can use that same address to get a hold of us. We will be back again with our in-depth, cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.